Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the right side. Still on his feet at the 45.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. And how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And the Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of times the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Noles send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Going for a big play right off the bat. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Goes to the option. The pitch. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. This is a designed run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he reels it in inside the 30. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And, David, I know there's a part of you that wonders what if had you played tight end. You and I have been out in the field pregame before. We've been spinning it around with your athleticism. I know you wonder what it would have been like to go make plays like that.
I tell you what, I do wonder what if now, Jesse, because now you can't hit these guys. Right? You're not allowed to hit them high, all the targeting. Like, if you're a big body guy with good hands, you can go make a lot of money. Might have been a little bit safer. Might not have got hurt. So, yeah, might not have been that bad of a living.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. Now on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll go right back to it. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Ellington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Jumped on top of the pile. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Florida State 21, Michigan 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try the left side. Not much room there. They'll give him one.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And more yards after contact. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running back goes in motion. The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 18 to Troy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Plows through the defense. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. The timing was just off with the freshman pass well behind him.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot is. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, no! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. What a snag by the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tosses to the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half, with the score, Florida State 31, Michigan 0.
And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, going to the air. Got his man quickly. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something.
Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to...
Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move.
Trying to beat the D deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good timing on the quick out. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Using the quick game. And they get him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan 0.
He's going to bring it out from deep. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Fires to the middle. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Back to the air one more time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love working the slot receivers. And you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, what a move! He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night. Because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open. He makes it happen.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. An impressive display there gets him 6.
Yeah, don't worry about throwing. This guy can run, too. Such a great dual threat. And when this guy lowers his shoulders, you can see he can do whatever he wants and get in the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Griffin! Get set! Get set!
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll toss it to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll try the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Got enough space. Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 27 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Leaves it with the running back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Florida State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
And the Knowles are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Touchdown Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just... And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On the set.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's loose at the 15. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. It's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you. See the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, and making the play.
Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more play to pad the stats. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.